What is going on, everyone? It's Justin here, and today I've got a video showing you the best tech items under $500. So I know that is a hefty price point, so I have made other videos showing you products in different prices, including under $10, $25, and $50, as well as one that is under $100. And because it's a holiday season, these do make really good tech gifts, and there are so many items to look at. So in the past couple months, I've kind of narrowed it out, tried some of the things out, and I'm ready to bring you a video of an ultimate tech guide under $500, sponsored by ViewSonic. As always, if you guys like to win an item from this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and also follow me on Instagram over at justin.tse, and also leave a comment down below with your Instagram username, as I'm going to be picking a winner when this video hits 2,000 likes to win an item from this video. So as you guys can probably tell, there's a whole range of products to look at that are very exciting, including a hairdryer in the gift edition from Dyson, as well as Nanoleafs in their new line of products, and also game consoles that are a little bit harder to get, so I'm going to leave that to the end of this video, as well as a really good recovery tool that is great for people who are into fitness. But there's just so many exciting products, so let's just go ahead and get started. So the first item that I can really recommend is the Current Catch 3. And in the holiday season, a lot of people might be getting new smartphones or picking up the brand new iPhones that just came out in the last couple months. And this right here is a great EDC accessory that has a holder for your smartphone to charge wirelessly with the 3 coils, and also an area to put like your keys, your wallet. And in general, I think guys just really like EDC accessories, because I've recently found a site called Uncrate, which is where I saw this, and I've just gone through like a whole rabbit hole of finding a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really need but think are super cool and really aesthetic. In terms of quality, this is made out of aluminum, so it's very solid around it, but the main surface is made out of Italian leather, and it is available in a few different colors, including the brown one, which is a nice saddle brown, and also just a standard black, and the pebble grain is something that I really like as well. It connects to the wall via USB Type-C, but it also has a spare USB-A port to plug in your devices and keep them charged. So I feel like this is something that definitely always makes a great gift. So moving on to the next set of products, I think a great piece of tech that you can always gift is a projector. And I've seen a lot of people add them to their bedrooms now to watch movies on a larger screen. And I've even added one to my office as well, and I absolutely love it. So ViewSonic has a whole line of great projectors, and a huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video. So in terms of price, there's 3 different tiers. You have the entry-level model here. You've also got the mid-end and also the higher end, which is, as you can see, a larger one. And they've all kind of got like a unique set of features based on your needs and portability level. So beginning with the smallest one, as you can see, this is super portable. Put it in your pocket or in your backpack, and you can take the movies anywhere you go and be able to project a screen onto a surface. And this right here has built-in Wi-Fi, so you can stream your favorite services, as well as built-in JBL speakers and built-in battery. This portable projector is HD compatible, but it isn't going to be the brightest option out there, and it's going to work better in dark situations. And that is all just because it is so compact, and I really like the fact that you can automatically stream movies with the built-in software. The next model right here is the M1 Plus, and this is able to project 100 inches from 8.5 feet away. And as you can see, it is still very portable and easy to put in the backpack. And I just like the fact that it all kind of comes together as one unit and is very easy to use as well. Some of the improvements that it also has is a Harman Kardon set of speakers, so you can get high quality sound that is built in. And on the back, you also have your I/O ports, including HDMI. The sound quality is overall really good, and if you don't mind the size of this compared to the M1 Mini Plus, then I think the image quality is a good upgrade, and it also has a battery life of up to 6 hours, which is easily able to get you through a couple movies or even a bit of gaming. The next model up though is the M2, and this is really good for like a bedroom or office because it is able to project over 1200 LED lumens at a full HD resolution. And from under 9 feet away, you can get a 100-inch projection, and it does still have Harman Kardon sound just like the M1 Plus. When it comes to the image quality of a projector, the larger it is, the obviously brighter and better image quality you're going to get. But what I really like about ViewSonic's lineup is that they have many different offerings in different sizes based on what you need. If you guys want to go ahead and check ViewSonic's projector lineup for yourself, I'm going to drop a link at the top of the description, and a huge thanks to them for sponsoring this video. So the next item that I think is a really good deal and actually a really solid alternative from Apple's first party option is the Logitech Folio Touch keyboard. With the iPad Air 4 being a really good value and having a more powerful processor than Apple's flagship iPad Pro has made it an option that I've recommended to a lot of people. And because it shares the same form factor, whether you have the iPad Air 4 or the iPad Pro, this case is going to be compatible. I really do like Apple's Magic Keyboard, and it's one that I personally have used a lot, but I feel like the price point is not exactly at the point where it's justifiable for a lot of people, because by the time you add the price of the iPad and the keyboard, you may as well look into some of Apple's M1 Max this year, which I'm really impressed with as well. So this right here is a Logitech Folio keyboard, and it comes in at a fraction of the price and has pretty much all the main feature of Apple's Magic Keyboard. And those include the trackpad on the front, as well as all the shortcut buttons and the backlight. But I also like the fact that it has a fabric finish, because that does not show any dust or fingerprints at all. Go ahead and use it and it will just stay very durable. I really like the way that it's built, and it also has some things that I like about it that Apple's does not have, and that includes a holder for the Apple Pencil at the top, because I still lose my pencil all the time. I also really like the way that the magnets are placed. You have one that kind of goes over the entire case and holds it together, but also a magnet on the back so it doesn't get in the way when you're using it. And the kickstand on the back works very nicely, and it's relatively flexible, but in some cases I do feel like it is a little bit flimsy and soft. But at the bottom line, the biggest thing about the Apple keyboard is that it has really good typing experience. And even though I will say the mechanical keys on the Logitech Folio Touch is pretty solid, the one on the Apple keyboard is just a little bit better, and it's exactly the same one that you find on the MacBook, and I feel like that is a premium that you're going to be paying. But otherwise, I feel like this keyboard really does check everything off the list at a fraction of the price. So another really great gift idea is a Dyson product, whether it is the hairdryer or the curler. And I feel like every girl wants one of these, and I get questions about them all the time, and they're available in many different colors, but around the holiday season, it comes in a special edition each year, and this year that happens to be copper, and I think it looks really, really good. The holiday edition also comes with a few different accessories, including a gift box and also a travel case, so the unboxing experience is incredible. And once you get the main box open, you have one for the hairdryer, as well as the accessory, and I believe this right here is the pouch. So there you have it, and as you can see, the copper just looks really, really sleek. It has like this leather with the fine stitching that goes around the edge. Here you can see it is like the standard gray color with the copper finish on the end, and I've got to say, after seeing all the color options at like the Dyson factory as well as their limited editions in the past, this has to be one of the cleanest ones with a bit of like an elegant color tone that goes with it as well. Some of the other pieces that are included are the accessories in this box, and there is also another travel case that is included in the gift bundle, and here it is. So if you don't want to have to like travel around with this large case, just go ahead and put the hairdryer in here and you are good to go. So the next product is one that I saw at Best Buy and just felt like I had to include it in this video because it was just so big, so loud, and I feel like it's gonna be a very popular item for like any college students out there if you really wanna shake the floor when you're playing your music. So the Hyperboom, as you can tell, yeah, it's massive. And inside here you have 2 drivers, 2 tweeters, and also 2 passive radiators. And this is a unit that you can take around with you anywhere, and the battery life is 24 hours. What I also noticed though is that the sound quality is really good despite how loud it gets, and when you start playing it, it can literally fill my entire condo. And on the top you have large buttons for changing some of the volume settings, the play pause, and also the Bluetooth connectivity, and even the power button is massive as well. In order to get the most out of the speaker, you can actually connect it over to the UE Boom app, and that will allow you to change some of the EQ settings. If you feel like you need more bass than this thing already delivers, then you can kind of adjust everything based on the music you listen to, and everything was like super easy to set up. You can have 4 devices connected to it at the same time and easily switch between them, which is really nice. So if you've got like a whole party of people who want to kind of rotate that playlist around, this allows for that, and you can actually even connect multiple pairs of speakers together in the UE Boom lineup. If you're just looking for like the ultimate large but still portable party speaker with great battery life and insane sound quality, then this right here for the price I feel like is pretty reasonable considering the sound performance and size that it delivers. So the next product is one of my favorites, and that is the Bose 700s. And the reason why I can really recommend it is because I've been seeing this thing go on sale more often at even as much as $80 off. And this is sort of like Bose's new like flagship or successor to the QC35 second generation, which people really loved. And I feel like in some ways the design is a huge improvement from that. It just feels more solid, less clunky, and more streamlined and futuristic looking. And the overall build quality being metal is just a good step up. And I've been using this for travel when I have been traveling up until this year, obviously, because I really haven't gone anywhere at all. But Bose is really good at noise cancellation. The battery life is 20 hours, but the sound quality is also really good. And for listening to like music and movies on the plane, I have loved these. And what I also like about them is that they come with a nice travel case, but they also just fit on the ear very nicely and are comfortable, almost to the point where I've actually worn these while sleeping on a plane. And being in the west coast of Canada, going to Europe, for example, is like a 9 to 10 hour flight, and I can keep these on the entire time. So another really good gift to give for anyone who wants to like decorate their bedroom or their office is the Nanoleaf. And this right here is our newest model, the shapes, as well as a triangle expansion pack. And what these are LED lights that you can go ahead and put onto your wall and control from your smartphone, and also smart home tech, such as Amazon, HomeKit, and all that stuff. And you can essentially customize the color and shape in any way possible. It is almost like a puzzle. Just go ahead and stick it on the wall. If you want to have like a pattern going down or like a square, you can definitely do that. And it's just fun to be able to change the colors depending on the mood that you would like. So during the daytime, you might have it on like a cooler or warmer setting for productivity, but at night you might want to have like a red or blue hue. You can definitely do that. And as you can see, it is like an all-in-one kit. So as soon as you get this box, you just go ahead and start connecting the cubes, connect it to your phone, plug it into the wall. So to set it up, just go ahead and start sticking the pieces together the way you would like and plug it into the wall and start using it right away. And for setup makeovers, this is definitely a product that we plan to use more often, because every time I've used like LED kind of cubes and stuff on the wall, people have really enjoyed that. So the next product is one that I've also got a lot of questions about from like friends and also my trainer, and that is the Hypervolt Plus. And when doing my research, I personally never owned something like this before, whether it was a TerraGun or this option, but from some of the reviews that I read, the Hypervolt Plus is actually better than the TerraGun in some ways. So this right here is one that allows you to give yourself a massage, or it's a good recovery tool if you do a lot of exercise, and the options are essentially limitless in terms of the number of ways that you can use this product. It actually has a few different speed settings, and it gives you up to 3,200 repercussions per minute, and the battery life is up to 2.5 hours of usage. And it also has a built-in sensor as well, but what I also noticed is that it isn't obnoxiously loud, which is a feature that I heard a lot of people liked about the Hypervolt option. To use it, just go ahead and turn on the main switch on the bottom, and you'll see this green light right here. It will give you the battery levels, and after a few seconds of turning it on, it will be able to start pressure sensing. So this is the lowest option, the mid, and this is where you're getting 3,200 percussions per minute. This gift right here comes in at a price of $399, and they also have a smaller option available. So the next tech gadget that I can recommend under $500 is the Apple Watch SE. And what Apple has really been doing a good job on this year is offering products at lower entry-level price points to get you in that ecosystem, but they also put some of their latest and greatest tech in those budget models. And in this case, that is the processor. So the only feature that you're really missing from the higher end Apple Watch is the lack of blood oxygen sensor. So if you want to use it as like a fitness tool, then the Apple Watch SE is really all you're going to need. And it also comes in a brand new strap this year, which is kind of like the uniform loop. This has the same design as the Apple Watch 6, and it also has the powerful S5 dual core processor. If you want the always on display function, you're gonna have to go ahead and get the Apple Watch Series 6, but for $279, I think this is one that is really worth considering, especially for fitness. If you want to go with the Series 6 though and get some of the health features of the blood oxygen sensor and always on display, then that still falls under $500 at the price of $399. So when it comes to the console wars, it obviously comes down to what you prefer and which platform you plan to commit to for the next couple of years. In my personal opinion, in this generation, the PS5 is the more exciting one for me, but in terms of looks, it definitely doesn't look and feel as good as the Xbox in your living room. But honestly, who really cares about the looks? It does come down to what's inside, and I also think PlayStation has done a much better job in improving their controller and adding new features compared to the Xbox. When it comes to like general support for resolution and feature proofing though, they're both very similar. They can support 4K 60 and they can also support 4K 120 and have 8K support with HDMI 2.1 going into the future. They have ray tracing and also fast SSDs with 1 terabyte stock. And it's something that I just can't decide for you as to which one is better, but as someone who came from the PlayStation, I really like this new controller, and I think some of the features with like the dual motion and the adaptability of the triggers is a great feature to see. And I also like the micro details that they put into like the logos and icons on the backside to add a little bit of extra grip. That's not to say the Xbox is bad though, because I've used the Xbox just as much to play certain games. So I thought I'd include these in the video because they do come in at prices of under $500, but right now it is nearly impossible to find at retail price. And especially a city that I've been living in, the PlayStation has been going for over $1,000 Canadian at resale, so you're gonna have to wait, but I thought it was worth mentioning anyways. And I personally had a great time with both consoles, and I feel like with this whole like stay-at-home period starting up again, there's no better time to be a tech nerd because there's just so many toys that you can play with at the moment. On the other side of things though, there's the Xbox Series X, and I've got to say I've really enjoyed my time using this console as well. I'm not really a serious gamer, so I don't have like a bias towards a certain side, but I would say the Xbox is one that if you're looking to buy right now, it is at a much more affordable price in the third-party market. Just from the games that I play, they're available on both platforms, and when it comes to specs and compatibility, they're both relatively close in most aspects. The kind of internal structure of the GPU and the CPU and everything is all extremely comparable, and they both have NVMe SSDs. If you have a 4K TV, quite a few games are already optimized, and like EA Sports is going to be optimizing by the end of the year, so that is something that I'm very excited for as someone who plays a lot of sports games. But overall, from the games that are optimized already, I've had a great experience and don't really have a bias towards either one. But I know the PS5 does seem to be much more popular. If someone might already have the hairdryer, another great product that I know a lot of people have been wanting is the Dyson Airwrap. And this is another one that comes in the gift edition bundle and has a case as well, the same one that we showed you with the Dyson Supersonic and also the travel pouch. And the color option is essentially a matching set with the silver stick and the copper tones on the bottom and top. So if you're looking for a great gift for your girlfriend, wife, or maybe your mom, then this is probably a really good gift idea, whether it is a Supersonic or the Airwrap. So I know I've already talked about the Bose 700s, but another pair of headphones that showed up that I've really enjoyed lately is the Master & Dynamic MH40 wireless headphones. These come in at a lower price point and don't have like the noise cancellation features, but if you're looking for a headphone that has like decent sound quality, an incredible build, and great style, then this one is the best option in my opinion. It's got custom 40mm neodymium drivers, and the whole kind of frame is built out of anodized aluminum. The little adjustment piece on the side is knurled, and the ear pads are made out of lambskin and are fully removable through magnets for cleaning. The advertised battery life is up to 18 hours, and with just 30 minutes of charge, you can get 9 hours of usage, and it is available in a few different colors, and I feel like they all look pretty good. So when it comes to smartphones, I've honestly got to say this year is one of the years where companies have offered much better options at lower prices, but in terms of general innovation, there really hasn't been that much. It's been a bit of a boring year. So when it comes to smartphones under $400, the two options that I can really recommend are the Google Pixel 4a and the Apple iPhone SE. The iPhone SE has the same processor as the 2019 flagship, and I feel like for the price is a great value and can give you good performance for many years to come with a still very solid camera, but the Google Pixel 4a has almost been the one that I've recommended to more people instead of getting the Pixel 5. The camera is really good, you also have multiple cameras, and the Pixel 5 with Google software is going to get updates for many years to come, which I think is probably the biggest thing with budget smartphones, where it does come down to the ecosystem and the support that the company is going to give instead of pure hardware. Because we've seen a lot of smartphones in the past couple of years come with flagship specs at lower price points. And nowadays, especially when it comes to the camera at lower price points, it is down to optimization and the software that the company has done. And in that category, Apple and Google are the best at it. So if you're looking for a phone under $400, then Apple and Google is the one to go. But I think that wraps it up for best tech under $500 for this video. So if you guys enjoyed it, as always, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for many others that are coming up. And I'll see you guys in the next video.